Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today is going to be a day in the life. I don't have anything big planned for the day. Just a normal homeschool day. I do have my Q&A with my membership community this afternoon, so I'm excited about that. We are winding down our homeschool year. We're finishing up subjects. I'm really excited about that. We should be done with the bulk of our work, I think, by the middle of April. I think we will pretty much be done. We do have a couple of things that will hold over through the spring, mainly Lucy's math, and everybody continues to read every day. But overall, I feel like things are going really well. We're about halfway through. My older two are about halfway through the time that I'm allotting them for a research project, but this week has definitely not been as productive on the research as it really needs to be in order for them to be done in the next couple of weeks. So we may end up pushing that off to the end of April. We have a lot of stuff going on in the next several weeks, and so just trying to get all of the appointments and things done as we're also trying to finish up homeschool. And I'm also thinking a lot about next year. I did just do an unboxing video for some of the resources that I'll be using with Emma and Lucy next year. I'll leave a link for that in the description box if you're interested, as well as my playlist for 2024-2025 homeschool planning. It's crazy to me to think about that, but it is about 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to make Lucy and Emma some breakfast and then kind of get started on the day. I need to write out my plan. I'm actually filming a week of daily plans this week, which is why I have not already done my daily planning, which is usually part of my morning routine. But when I'm filming it, I don't film it at 5:30 or 6 when I get up, which is when I typically do it, just because I have no voice and I need to drink coffee before I can even talk on camera. So I have to do that. I'm also doing reverse record keeping this week for homeschool. We know where we have to be, but it just depends on the day how much everybody is getting done. Emma is doubling up on some of her chemistry and Spanish, so it really just depends on the day how much we're getting done. And so it's a little bit easier for me to do reverse record keeping towards the end of terms, like the first semester or second semester. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to record my plans and then get Lucy and Emma breakfast. We'll see how the day goes. Jack is working on animation right now for this project that he's working on, which is like an animated Minecraft series that he's doing with his friends. So he's doing a lot of Blender and Adobe Suite, Adobe Premiere Pro to put together the episodes. It's looking really good. I'm really proud of him for putting in all of this work. Emma and Lucy are just playing video games right now on the couch, but they just got up. So that's check-in for this morning. Now let's get the day started. Okay, so I just put together my plan for today, and a lot of this was actually stuff that I was supposed to do yesterday, like washing the sheets and cleaning out the entryway and washing the floors. I don't know if I will get to those things today because we have such a large homeschool block and because of my Q&A this afternoon. We will see. In case you're wondering why my eyes are red and puffy, I have no idea. They just happen to be right now. I've made breakfast for everybody, and it is 8:30 right now, so I am going to get going on homeschool and just kind of check in with everybody to make sure they know what they need to do. We started Lucy's 3B math book yesterday, so we're going to work a little bit on that. It's much later than I expected to start that book. Typically, we will finish a book from Singapore by Thanksgiving. That's how I've always done it, but this year that was not the case. So we just finished 3A on Tuesday and started 3B yesterday, which was Wednesday. So we're going to work on that, and it probably will take us probably through June or July before we actually finish 3B. So that is what it is, but you know, just gotta keep moving forward. So that is the check-in. I'm going to clean up from breakfast, and I think I'm going to try and do my dailies early so that I can just get into homeschool and we can start our homeschool day. Whoa. Did you make all that slime?
Well, I made a bunch of little slimes and then mixed it together.
It's very purple, but how did you make it purple to begin with?
This isn't just a slime. What I did was I took a bag and I put all my purple slimes in the bag and then I mixed it all together and it made this ginormous one. I painted all the little slimes.
Oh, you put purple paint in it?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Not purple dye. I don't have that. I have paint.
Okay, so it is 9:15 and I have done most of my dailies. I don't think I'm really going to be doing any of that. I have to grab the sheets. I have everything in the entryway that needs to go out to the garage, and then I've done the Target order. So we're doing pretty well this morning. So it's 9:15 and Jack is reading, Emma is getting ready for the day. Lucy is playing with slime, but I'm going to do history with her and then hopefully get her set up with her math. And then Emma has a call, I think at 10, and yeah, we're just gonna get into homeschool. And Cruzette had to leap in and save him from drowning. He came up gasping for air. Part of the baggage was lost, including gunpowder they could scarcely spare. Its water was apple green in color, and it was the biggest river they'd seen on their travels, except the Missouri. However, one of the largest communities along the Snake River is Lewiston, Idaho, and on the opposite shore is Clarkston in the state of Washington. Okay, so it is about 10:15. Emma just got off her phone call, so we are starting some career stuff. We're starting this book, What Color Is Your Parachute? The whole beginning of the book is really for people that were previously employed, some other job hunting ideas and skills. We're starting in chapter 4, how to choose a career, change a career, or find a job. That's what we're going to start with. And then when Jack is done doing his whatever he's working on right now, we will do some history. And while I read, Emma is going to do something. Art.
Top secret project. Well, a comic for a top secret project that Jack's working on.
Cool. You're reading this book because you're either planning your career, switching to a new career, or looking for a job. In this chapter, we'll map out the most efficient and effective ways to move forward. I know you don't want to waste time in this process, so you will learn what works and what doesn't. Let's start with the big picture first. Are you choosing a career for the first time? Or have you been in one career field and now want to change it? In either case, you're in luck because chapters 5 and 6 of this book provide one of the best and most thoroughly time-tested ways to choose or change your career. The flower exercise, as we call it, is a great way to break down all the key know yourself elements needed to consider your new or next career. All right, we are reading this World War II book for history. This is actually part of the level 100 curriculum, but I'm also reading it with Emma because we read the World War I book during the first semester. We will begin by returning to the idea of necessary sacrifice. Many take refuge in the necessary sacrifice belief. They say the neutrality of the American people had to be erased in order to get into the war to keep Hitler from conquering the world. Say something in Japanese.
これはラーメンです。
What are you working on?
Math.
Math. Is it still your favorite subject?
Yes.
Even more than history?
Well, I like learning about history, but I don't like history, if you know what I mean.
Okay guys, it is 11:30. We finished history. Well, I finished history with Jack and Emma. I did history with Lucy. Jack is working on Duolingo for his Japanese, and Emma is doing Algebra 2. Lucy is heating up some leftover pizza, and I'm going to make lunch because everybody is hungry, which is probably because they're used to having a snack at around 10:30, and it's 11:30 with the spring ahead stuff. So I'm going to make hot ham and cheese for Emma and cold ham and cheese for Jack. Lucy's having pizza. I'm gonna make myself some food, and then hopefully Lucy will want to do her math. She always wants to push off math. So she's done with everything but math and reading. Reading she's going to do during my live stream, and so she just has to do her math exercise. So that's good. Let's check in again. I did the sheets. They're actually in the dryer right now, and I'm going to work on the spend tracking reports now. Lucy is finishing up her math, and I am not going to get to the floors or the library or the entryway today. I might actually have the kids just the entryway is pretty much clean. I just have a bunch of boxes and trash that needs to go out into the garage, which the kids can probably do. Homeschool, my part is done, and I'm going to work on homeschool planning and some spend tracking now. It's about 1:15, so I have about an hour and a half before I have to start getting ready for my live stream, and Lucy's just finishing up her math. Emma is doing Spanish. I think Jack is pretty much done with school, so I'm just going to work on the spend tracking reports for the last month, and then work a little bit on homeschool planning and get my desk cleared off so that I can get ready for my live stream. But it's been a really good day. It's been kind of just a quiet day of homeschool, and that's always good in my opinion. It's really interesting to me to see the differences when I really adhere to my communications routine blocks of time and I don't get on to the internet or anything during the day. I feel like I have so much more time. It's a little bit challenging for me to work only really before we start school and then when we end our day, but I'm really starting to love that amount of work. It's not too much, and it gives me time during the day to kind of rest. Not rest really, but shift my mind outside of work, which is good, and just focus on home and homeschooling, which should be my focus during the day. So far it's been a good day. My eyes are really bothering me and I am very tired. I think that I might need another cup of coffee. Typically I will wait until my live stream to make a cup of coffee, but I think I'm going to make one now and then print out some bank statements and get to my spend tracking reports.
Siempre que, tan pronto como, una vez que. And I hope that you are very familiar with those expressions. Muy bien, ahora que repasamos los usos del subjuntivo, vamos a ver cómo formamos el imperativo.
Atmospheric pressure, boiling, occurs. Temperature, the bonding, and the pressure affect the boiling point. Obviously, temperature is what brings it up to the boiling point. What happens if I reduce the pressure? Talk about that. Climb up the mountain. Okay. Oh, let's reduce the pressure. Okay, that means it's going to boil at a lower temperature.
Okay, it is almost 2 o'clock, so I'm going to start getting ready for my live stream. I've just been working on my spend tracking reports. I do have a whole video series on how I do budgeting. If you're interested in that, I will leave it linked in the description box for you. I use an Erin Condren monthly planner to do all of my budgeting. I have a budget spreadsheet that I use. I have like a printable version in Google Docs that I print out and I stick it into my monthly planner, and then I do spend tracking, and I have a bunch of different categories. I use different highlighters to highlight the different categories. Anyways, I do go into all of that information in that budget series. So definitely check it out if you're interested in money management. It's been a really good day. I obviously did not get the floors done and I haven't gone to the library, but I got all of the spend tracking done, and I've been thinking about homeschool planning for 2024-2025 and just continuing to make my lists in my EC teacher planner, just ideas at this point on curriculum that I need to purchase. But so far it's going well. I have a lot of decisions to make about Jack, and I don't think that I will actually purchase things for him probably until the end of April. I don't think that there's anything from Sunlight that I need to get before the prices change on April 1st. So we'll see. We'll see. It's been a busy day of homeschool and trying to get things kind of just organized. I did not make my coffee during my last check-in, so I'm going to make coffee and get things set up for my live stream. Okay guys, I just finished my Q&A, which was really good. We talked a lot about burnout from goals and boundaries, and I think it was a really good conversation. It's a lot of fun. I have my iced coffee. I was going to make a hot coffee, but it turned out to be quite warm, and it's pretty warm in the house. Probably because I have the pellet stove going. I did not shut it off yet, which I need to. So I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I'm going to sit down and do reading now. That is one of my goals, is to do more recreation this year. And so that means reading during the day, not just at 9 o'clock at night after everybody's gone to bed. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog here and go sit down and finish my coffee. I think the kids are gonna go ride bikes and Emma's gonna go for a run, and I'm just going to do some reading. I did get most of the stuff done today. I didn't wash the floors, but the entryway is going to be cleaned out shortly because I'm going to have the kids put all the stuff in the garage. And I also need to go pick up a library book tomorrow, but everything else I got done, and so I'm really pleased about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.